Yes, so see basically here what we have done in EMP control. So like you can see like for fetching the data like we use the DTO, no? But as I said ki, like when we are having like the n number of fields, the fields are two more. So how to handle it, na, that all the fields. So for that reason like we have to go for the AutoMapper. Right now there are only 4 to 5 fields, not too much, but still in a futures in a live applications you might have like some extra fields, na, like 100,000 fields are there. So we cannot handle like this in this way, which is not correct way to handle it. Okay, it's a correct way, but it's like the time consuming way, na. We have to just make like the performance. So how it will make it? So for that like what we have to do, like first of all like we'll come into the tools. Yes, so all of you just install this package for it, mapper. Just search for the mapper. Yes, so you can see here like the one package it is showing, that is AutoMapper.extension. So don't install this first wala package, we need to go for this one, we have to go for this one only, that is AutoMapper extension Microsoft of Dependency Injection. We'll install this with the same version. What version we had used? 7, na? As per you only, like which version like you're using.
What is that warning showing there? Duplicate.
Which one warning?
Depreciated. Latest table version is shown.
This one.
Yes, sir.
The version is deprecated, so it's not no more like now this version. So these are like the stable versions. Okay, so I'll install this. So you can see like one dependency is added here, that is one the your AutoMapper wala. And now we'll see like how to configure it once it is installed. So how do you configure? Okay, so now see here, the main thing is like how to configure these things, na, basically. So for that like what we'll do, like here we will add one folder again. Let's say mapping. Okay, you can give it like any folder name here, and inside it like we have to create one class file. Mapper, let's say config. You can give it like any name. This is one the customized name only. Use the defined name. Mapper config, which will configure your mapping. So here see like not only for the fetch, but when you are going to like add some data into your table, that time also like we are writing each and every field now over there. But we don't want it. So like we just like need to write the whole things in a single line only. So like how we can process it? So for that we need the AutoMapper. But for that like what it is required, like it is just asking like we need to configure it first of all. If suppose if you are looking for like the fetching data, so fetching means what, like what we are converting from where to where converting? DTO to
Table.
yes, that table means our model is getting converted into the DTO for the fetching parts. So here it is saying like you need to map this if you are using this, otherwise it will give you error. If you are taking for like add wall operations, so it will come the reverse, na?
Yes.
From DTO into your model. Correct. So in that case also like need to map over there. So for that like what we need to do, like once it is like install the package, here we are going to extend like the one class that is named as profile. Can you see that? It's importing by the AutoMapper. The profile which will provide you like some mapping from model to DTO, from DTO to model, vice versa. Okay, so here what I'll do, like after that I'll pass the constructor for its mapper config, because we will not use the method na. How do we access the method over there? So constructor, we know like when we load this class, the mapper config, so constructor will also like load it there na. So in a constructor here, like we will get the method that is the one mapper wala method. Let's just check what method is there for setting the map config. Check for the method one.
AutoMapper profile.
No, it's there na, like I have already extended that. We'll check into this in the class. In a profile class. Yes, so here we can see the methods are present. So from this the profile wala setters.
It says create map.
See here, create map, and you can see like in this method basically it's returning what it is returning, the source and
Destination.
your destination. It's asking for the two different thing na. Okay, and here one more thing is like you can see inside the profile only. Okay, we'll see here only directly. Okay, so like we have to use which method, that is from its the create map. So in a create map it's taking the source and destination na? So now what we want here, first of all source, but like what source like we will pass here, like now we are just looking for the fetching wala part na, first of all. So for the fetching, like what it will take, from model to DTO or DTO to model. So my model name is what, let's say I am just looking for like employees na, comma employee, DTO 1 or DTO 2, DTO na only, DTO 2 na was the fetching. Okay, so here this bracket is for like what, for fetching the members. If you wanted to like fetch the members, so we can fetch it. The members means what, see basically what members is referring over there, like here I am mapping like the employees and employee DTO na. So here it will not map the manager, so also need to map the manager. So like I'll write here the manager to correct. So the manager DTO, like it will map your manager our data. But the thing is what, like when I'll go to like mapping the data from model to DTO, so it will just give you the employee wala data only, it will not give the manager name. Manager ID you can fetch it because manager ID is present na there inside the employee name, but the manager name like we are taking through like the reference, correct. So here for that, like what we have to do now, like we'll do it later, like first of all we'll check how the employee wala data is fetching or not. Once it is done, here like you will get it like the one method that is reverse map. Reverse map means what, it will go vice versa, like the manager to manager DTO and manager DTO to manager. Okay, so this one will also work, the reverse map. Clear? Here also like you can pass. After that just need to come in like the program.cs to globally add it na, the configuration here before builds. So we'll add the service for the builder dot services dot add AutoMapper. Okay, here the package it is not showing, so like we'll pass one package that is using AutoMapper na here. Okay, so now here before build, builder dot add AutoMapper, and in AutoMapper like what we have to set, like we have to call that mapper config wala file. Okay, we'll define the type of whether what type of will do here. It will just pass type also of the mapper config whichever we have defined. Mapper config na from the mapping. Okay, so now we can use this source file wherever we required. Here the AutoMapper is set. After that, like what we have to do, like we'll come into the controller now for the use, how to use it now once it is set. So like first upon, before going for that, we will again inject the AutoMapper wala objects further. So for the AutoMapper object, like we'll call the iMapper, and like we'll give the object name as mapper. Same we will inject through the like constructor. So what you have to set here, this dot mapper is equals to mapper. Got it? So this is the part basically the mapper, and now here I'm going to call it, that is for the fetching wala part. So can we do the comment over there for this part? Okay, so like how the data will look here now. So here I'm taking the help of the mapper only now. So we'll say the mapper, let's say we'll create one variable, save the data. We are calling the mapper na, and in that like we have to use the which method, that is map. Can you just see there, it's asking for your destination. Your destination is what? Your DTO or model? DTO na, the DTO is my destination here. So which DTO like we have to pass over there, and which data like we are converting here, the source it is asking na here. Source is your model na. So here what we'll do, like we'll just uncomment this line. Here the circular dependency was occurred na, and this data like I'll pass into this. This is my source. But the what problem will happen, the data wala data it will resolve with the employee DTO only na, but manager wala it will not handle, because in that the manager wala data is also present. The manager name it will not handle na, because now source is set like what source is going and destination is going with the employee DTO only. Correct? Okay, and we will pass result this. Understood this? So no need to pass these things now. Only this one line, and here you have to map it. We'll see what result like it is getting there. The debugger I have passed. Okay, which one? So we'll come to the debugger here, we'll check. You can see now here, like in data, the reference is passed na here. The reference inside the like reference, many references are passed over there. Okay, and now when I'll pass this result, so the missing type configurations. The configuration we pass na here.
The mapper config file. Mapper config
So this one no only.
mapper mapping folder. That file you need to AMP DTO2. We have two DTOs na.
Only DTO2 like we have configured na there. See here what it is saying, like it is not configured. So like which the DTO, like here we are using EMP DTO we are using, or EMP DTO2? This one na, the DTO2. It's correct. It is just saying ki like we have to just pass the DTO na there. The destination it's like my EMP DTO2. Correct, it is. So like we are converting from model to DTO, it is correct. The configuration like also we called. If you pass like the map like for this EMP to EMP DTO, so it will configure for that with the EMP DTO all operation na? But here we are calling the EMP DTO2. Okay, again like we'll call it mapping configuration. Still it is easy. It's building na the file. Okay, we'll just check for the manager, control manager wala is also like we have added na there configuration. We'll check here the same. Okay, so we'll just do the comment of this part and comment of this part. So what result like we have to pass here? The same mapper need to add here again. Okay, we'll add it here. Okay, so same thing here, mapper dot map. Oh, see, I think one problem is going there, that is the EMP DTO2. So like I got it now. The EMP DTO2 means like we are just returning only the single model, but the data is fetching in a list na basically. So that's why the problem is going. we are returning like list of data na here. So need to pass the list of employee DTO2. Same thing here also. Here also like need to pass the list of correct. So which data is going over there? Correct na, this one, and this result like will pass here. Correct. So like now will run, it should work now. The fetch employee, same, try it out and will execute it. See, it will pass now. The result we can see. Can you see like there is no reference? Only M name is not written. As I said, like manager is not mapped now over there. Only the EMP DTO2, the only EMP wala data is mapping there. The rest of only manager name like it will not fetch. In other fields you can see whole data it will return. So here it will not pass any like circular dependency. Only the thing is the manager name is not getting written. So for that like we need to go in a mapper config class to configure that manager, because it is just going with the employee wala class only. It's not checking with the manager wala data. So how to add field, like even the manager also it should be fetched na there. Do continuates. Understood this? Means instead of writing that all of the fields in a DTOs, we can just go with the AutoMapper, which is very helpful here. And for adding this member, basically here what exact issue is going, the manager name is not fetching. Why? MID is fetching. How it is fetching the MID then? It is present in a EMP na? But M name is not present. M name is present in a manager. So for that like we'll come into the application here in a mapper config. So here na this one is working for it, not this. This is for add wala operation you can do now. So here like if I go with this dot, here we'll get it one method that is for member, for adding the member here. Okay, so just see the parameter list, what parameter it is saying. So which name like we have to give it?
Destination.
Correct. So how will I write it then? Will it take it the directly M name here? X dot M name, comma, second parameter is object of DTO na. Dot the M name is released over there. So here it is asking the I member na configuration expression, configurations for the individual members, for the compile time checking only like we want it. So if I pass the members wala method it is not showing. We have to bind the member na here with the reference, the method will be get it here. Okay, do one thing first, add these things, then we'll see how it will get it. Yes, in a mapper config file, here we have to add like the members. So here we'll added the form member. As he said, like here like we want some parameter na, so like we had pass one first, destination property like which we are going to populate here, correct? So we'll pass the mname, comma, again it is asking for like the action, so action like again like we'll take the lambda expression, x dot, it is asking for the map from where you are mapping this property, because the employee doesn't know about like the managers where it is present. So the map from, and that again like you just need to pass the lambda expression. So x dot, now you can able to fetch the manager reference, not the mname property. Now the emp is located here na, so here we'll take the manager dot which property, mname is not equals to null question mark, then it will display this name, that is no manager. Got it? So this is for like the mname like which is not there na inside like the emp. So let's start it and we'll check. So see here in a fetch emp, okay, so like we'll just debug it. Yes, so once it will debug, we can see the data, what data it is returning here. So now it's fetching the manager name also. Do continuates. Correct. So you can see like there is like two clean data na, basically for the consuming work, like it will be easy. There is no any object reference. The single object we can able to fetch it easily. Clear the AutoMapper? So is this helpful or not, this AutoMapper? It's reducing this number of lines here. Okay, do this.
Sir, we don't do any changes in manager control.
No need to do anything. Yes, so here like for the add emp operations, okay, we'll see the add all operation. So here we use the DTO na again. I don't want this line again. When we are going with like the 100 fields, so again it will come with 100 fields then for the adding the data. So how to avoid these things now again? Tell me what we have to pass here. Again mapper dot map, but here for this what we are converting here, it is like you are the destination, na? So your destination is what? Model, na? Here, and your source is DTO. Correct. So can I pass here like the EMP? This, na? One wala, because I want only the ID. And your destination, like, sorry, your source, like you have to pass here. So our source is what here? DTO, na? DTO wala object.
So destination DTO
Hmm?
inside destination you written EMP.
Oh, it is EMP only, na? It is your destination, source is your DTO. Correct. So like we'll store into one variable and this data will pass here. Okay, that's it, single line. Run it and test. See, the AutoMapper is trying to like reducing the number of code, your lines of code. For the add wala, here add the data. MID is, let's say 2. Execute it. Add it. In a fetch, we'll see. Working, na? So is this difficult or like is easy? This one, the AutoMapper wala. Only one line is doing the whole work. Single line. So will you just make it like for the edit wala? Do it add wala and edit wala, make it now. In edit also like you are editing like entire fields, na? So in that case also like you need to pass the mapper only, the AutoMappers pass it only. Okay.